Section 9.2, Lifespan Theories. Now that we've defined what lifespan development is, let's turn to the theories that explain how and why humans develop the way they do. Think of theories as roadmaps. Different psychologists have proposed different routes to explain how we move from infancy to adulthood and beyond. Each theory highlights important aspects of development. Some focus on early childhood, others on social relationships, others on thinking or morality. We'll look at 5 key contributors: Freud, Erikson, Piaget, Kohlberg, and Gilligan. Freud's psychosexual theory. Sigmund Freud was one of the first to suggest that early childhood profoundly shapes who we become. He believed development happens in a series of psychosexual stages, each focused on a different body zone: oral, anal, phallic, latency, genital. If needs are not met at a stage, Freud believed people could become fixated there. For example, someone overly neat might be stuck in the anal stage. While Freud's ideas are controversial and largely outdated today, his legacy was recognizing the importance of early experiences in shaping personality. Erikson's psychosocial theory. Freud's student, Erikson, expanded development beyond childhood, proposing it continues across the entire lifespan. His theory has 8 stages, each with a key conflict to resolve: infancy, trust versus mistrust, toddlerhood; autonomy versus shame, doubt, early childhood; initiative versus guilt, middle childhood; industry versus inferiority, adolescence; identity versus role confusion, young adulthood; intimacy versus isolation, middle adulthood; generativity versus stagnation, late adulthood; integrity versus despair. Success at each stage builds strengths struggles can carry forward. For example, a securely attached infant, trust versus mistrust, is more likely to form healthy relationships later in life. Erikson's theory is valuable because it recognizes social and cultural influences across our whole lives. Piaget's cognitive development theory. Jean Piaget focused on how children's thinking evolves. He saw kids as little scientists, actively constructing knowledge through interaction with the world. His 4 stages: sensoromotor, 0-2, experience through senses and actions; object permanence develops; pre-operational, 2-7; symbolic thinking, but egocentric, don't yet grasp conservation; concrete operational, 7-11; logical thinking about concrete events, understand conservation and reversibility; formal operational, 12+; abstract reasoning, hypothetical thinking. Example: a 5-year-old believes a tall glass has more juice than a short one, even if both contain the same amount, showing the limits of pre-operational thought. Piaget's theory reminds us that cognitive growth happens in stages, not just in quantity, but in quality of thought. Kohlberg's moral development theory. Lawrence Kohlberg extended Piaget's ideas into the realm of morality. He studied how people reason about right and wrong, presenting moral dilemmas like the famous Heinz dilemma: should a man steal medicine to save his wife? He proposed 3 levels: pre-conventional, morality based on self-interest and consequences; conventional, morality based on social rules, laws, and approval; post-conventional, morality based on universal principles like justice and human rights. Example: a child may say Heinz shouldn't steal because he'll get in trouble, pre-conventional, while an adult may argue that saving a life is more important than obeying the law, post-conventional. Gilligan's care perspective. Carol Gilligan critiqued Kohlberg, arguing his stages were based mostly on male subjects. She suggested men and women may approach moral reasoning differently. Men tend to emphasize justice and rules. Women may emphasize care, responsibility, and relationships. Her work highlighted the need to include diverse perspectives in developmental psychology. Conclusion. So, in section 9.2, we've seen Freud emphasized childhood and psychosexual stages. Erikson expanded development to the whole lifespan with psychosocial conflicts. Piaget explained how children's thinking evolves in stages. Kohlberg focused on moral reasoning, from self-interest to universal principles. Gilligan reminded us that gender and perspective matter in how we understand morality. Together, these theories give us a multidimensional view of development, covering personality, social life, thinking, and morality.